Back speaking with Carl Dumbrell this morning from Herencia Resources. Carl, good to see you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Andrew.
Carl, look, firstly, give us a quick refresh here on Herencia and your team.
Yeah, look, Herencia is an old London company. It's listed for a long time, and we're currently delisted. We've gone through a transition phase. So we've stepped away from our old assets, which were Chile based, and that was partly due to the COVID time zone. We've now, following an extensive due diligence process, identified what we see as a really good startup project in Queensland, Australia. It's a gold project. So we've in the middle of finalising a capital raise through a retail investor round and our majors. Our team is led by Graham Duncan, who is in London, and myself in Sydney. So it's lean, it's only us, and there's no payments of directors' fees or anything out of this company at the moment. Tight little shell.
Have you seen a good response, Carl, to the capital raise?
Yeah, look, we have. This has been a difficult raise because Herencia has been unlisted for a number of years. We've resorted back to old school methods. We've done 2 mail outs to shareholders in the post, and that's gone really well. It's engaged with people. So we've had a strong response out of retail investors, and we've been really pleased with that. The engagement's been excellent. We're now closing the matter off, and we're doing that with some major shareholders. But the deal is still open. So if you haven't participated, the terms are on the front page of the website. You're free to just reach out to me, grab a form, send it in. We'd love to see as many people as possible jump into this. And if you're not a shareholder of Herencia, or you were once, you can still participate in this round. Just fill the form in.
And where are you, Carl, in terms of the approvals for the gold project?
Yeah, so the gold project is in the last stages of regulatory hoops with the Queensland Government. We were with our legal team in Perth a couple of weeks ago. Between us and the vendor, there's been an extension to allow for the final stages of that process. Stamp duty has been paid on it, so we are buying this thing, it's happening. It's now the fact that before we make the final payment to the vendor, we want the title transferred. Now, I expect that to happen in July. That's what our advisors are telling us. That's what our legal team's telling us. So it's very exciting, and it's about to happen.
And what about plans for exploration?
So our program is pretty aggressive. Our team will get on the ground late in calendar year 2024. And at that point in time, they'll be doing some drilling work, and they'll be shoring up what we believe is in certain locations across the property. That leads us into a program of actually extracting ore in 2025. Phil McNamara will be leading the program along with some team members of his that go way back to university times. They've found the project together. In that team is the processing plant, which is just located a number of kilometres away. So we're in a position now that with our timeline, we know that when we get to that extraction point, we know how and where we'll be milling resource, and basically the tolling charge we'll be paying. So again, pretty aggressive, but something we see a return on investors hard and fast.
And just from a corporate perspective, where are you as far as the audit?
Yep. So the company's 31 December audit was completed a couple of weeks ago. Those documents have now been lodged with Companies House. I've uploaded them on the website. It does sound like a pretty boring thing, but for a company trying to get back on the main market, listed through the AIM process, we have to be squeaky clean. So the audit process is very important, and that now is complete.
Have you got a date in the diary for the AGM?
Yes. You'll also notice that on the website, we put that up yesterday. So we'll be having an AGM in London, and that date will be on the 20th of September. It's a Friday. We're going to be hosting that in the offices of VSA Capital in London. And we thank the guys there in Andrew Monk and Andrew Racker for their ongoing support of Herencia. I've worked with these chaps for over a decade now, and their support is just critical to us getting through the next stages of this work program.
And looking ahead, so once the cap raise and the acquisition's closed, what happens next?
All right, so I'm getting a lot of calls and reach out from people, which is great. We need to reissue statements to everyone. I'll be doing that following the closure of this deal. So once all monies are in, closed off, they'll be getting that. If any shareholder has queries about that, reach out to me at this stage. Contact details on the front of the website. So it's important for shareholders to understand that we are going through a process of rebirthing this company. We're not spending money. We're doing this ourselves, Graham and myself. So it might take us a day or two to get back to you, but be patient. If we don't have, or you haven't heard from us, reach out to us. Front page of that website, you've got contact details. We may not have totally accurate phone numbers, email addresses, but we'd like them for our website, for our database information, so we'd stay in touch with you.
And you're giving your website a fresh look also.
Yeah, look, again, I'm trying not to spend any money outside of exploration at the moment. So the money we're raising here is going into this program. So when it comes to communication, we're going to use the website as our primary point of focus. We're going to keep engaging through yourself, Andrew, and use these videos with JustStocks as a great way to communicate with people. And LinkedIn, they're the primary points of contact to talk to people. So I'd say to shareholders, just touch base with us occasionally. Like I said, if you haven't heard from us, send me an email. It's going to be loud and clear that that's my email. And finally, if you are in London, Friday the 20th of September, Graham and I will be sitting in VSA's offices and would love to see you there.
Might be an obvious question, but we haven't stated. What is the website address?
Right, so it's very simple, just herenciaresources.com.
And all the details there. Carl, good to see you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Andrew.